Welcome to another episode of the Group Parlay podcast. We are here on college football Saturday morning, and we got Dave back for Dave's Dawg, of course. Looking to get back in the hot seat after last week. I'm excited to get into that. But first, we'll recap yesterday. Not our best performance. Andy and Strom continue to have the same results. This has been their sixth day in a row, I think, yesterday. They've either won together or lost together. Yesterday, we had a 1 out of 3. I had LaMelo Ball, 25 plus. That man's been balling. Man has been balling. It's been a lot of fun. He's one of the most fun guys to watch in the NBA right now. He's just out there playing like pickup ball, just throwing up threes. I think he hit the over in all threes. He shot 14 threes and made 9 of them. He essentially only shoots threes now. He's got a nice layup package. So he's a fun guy to watch. Nice hit there for myself. Louisville -6 for Andy. This was a tough one. I thought they were going to come back and do it for a second. They had the ball late, and after they got up like 3. Were you watching that game?
I was watching bits and pieces. I was more focused on the World Series, but yeah, I mean, Louisville fell behind early, fought the whole way back, and yeah, it's a matter of a couple points here or there if they can get all the way to that cover, and they didn't. But
It's almost worse when they win and don't cover. That's the worst feeling.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a good football game. Louisville fought, which, to be honest, I was worried that they would just mail it in after losing last week.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, wasn't a bad pick though. He was all over it. He was close. So, and then for Strom, Yankees over 3.5 runs scored. This game was absolutely crazy. I'm sure you had eyeballs all over with your hat on. Walk-off was wild, but yeah, Yankees. I really thought when they got to extras that we had a shot, and Louisville was still playing at the time, so it was kind of fun to watch that and keep an eye on both. But yeah, they got their 1 run in the top of the 10th, the Yankees, but we needed it to go to more innings, and Freddie Freeman said, "Nah, game over."
That was sick. Right, he did.
That was sick. That was absolutely incredible. I was watching it with no sound at a wedding rehearsal. It's just like, oh fuck.
Nice. Yeah, I was pacing and screaming in my apartment. It was very fun.
Yeah, good for you.
Then there were fireworks going up outside the window.
Oh yeah,
it was great.
Oh yeah. I like the game 1 fireworks. Wait, not the stadium, right? You mean the streets?
No. Just in downtown LA where I live.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, so on the month, after our hot start, we do what we normally do. We've lost 7 in a row here, so we got to hit this weekend. But we're 7-18. We're still up 12.7 units. I'm 16-8-1. Andy's 11-13-1, and Nick's 14-11. And let's get into some college football, and we'll start it off with Dave of Dave's Dogs.
Let's do it. All right, getting back on the winning train here today. We are going to take West Virginia plus 170 to go into Tucson and beat a really just not very good Arizona team. I know they still have the same quarterback and they still have Tetaroa McMillan at receiver, and everybody was all excited about them coming into the year. They're just not that good, and the offense hasn't been that good. West Virginia has been a really solid benchmark. They've played some really good teams really tough. And I love Tucson. I've been to games in Tucson, but when Arizona's bad, people don't go to the game. So I think West Virginia is going to walk in there on a sleepy Saturday in Tucson and take care of business and be the better coached football team.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into this a little bit with my pick. Arizona, they look terrible last week. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm kind of surprised by the line.
Yeah, I was a little bit as well, but I just, I think the thing that scares you here is, at its best, Arizona's pass offense is really strong. They can get explosive in the passing game, and West Virginia's pass defense has been kind of the heel of their team. But all of that said, Arizona is being explosive. They are not at all efficient in the passing offense. They're averaging less than 7 yards per play when passing the ball. So I think West Virginia is going to be able to take care of business today.
Yeah, I like it. What did we get at that? -170, so that'd be a nice one.
Plus 170.
Yes, sir.
plus 170.
Of
They are
course.
they are a
This
dog.
is
This
Dave's
is
Dogs,
Dave's
of course.
Dogs.
Plus 170. I like it. We will get into the parlay now. Dave will help us out with Andy and Strom out today. I'll start with my pick though. I'm taking Cincinnati plus 7.5. They are at Colorado. We have Travis Hunter banged up. Not sure exactly how much they're going to play him today. I'm sure he'll be in a decent amount, but they're not going to overdo it. And he's not going to let them overdo it with how high his draft stock is. So he's working that shoulder still.
Yeah.
Sanders has been pretty sloppy. He's thrown 2 picks last game. He's been throwing a lot of interceptions. He's thrown at least an interception every game, I think. Struggled a little bit against a bad Arizona team. The problem with Colorado is they have 0 run game. So hopefully Cincinnati, who has the 60th best defense against the pass, which isn't super good, but when you're just expecting that pass, it makes it a lot easier when they can't run the ball. Since they can run the football well, and they have a top 25 passing offense, so they've been pretty good on offense. I think this game stays close. Brandon Sorby has been good. He's at 65% or better completion rate in his last 4 games. I don't know. I think it's just a close game. The public's going to be all over Colorado like they always are. People love taking them, and I think it's a good fade spot.
Yep.
Keep it close, field goal game.
Yeah, Cincinnati was definitely somebody I considered for Dave's Dogs. I ended up taking the over in this one.
Yeah, I like the
but
over.
Sorsby's been awesome. The Colorado defense has sneakily been improved year over year, but it's I think 7.5 points is too much for how well Cincinnati's played the last month and a half.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just love getting those points, and yeah, I like hearing that they were almost Dave's dog.
Cool.
All right, we want to go for Andy?
Yeah, I'll jump in with Andy's pick. Andy's taking Wazoo minus 13.5. Washington State is playing at San Diego State. Flat out, I think this is just a situation where Washington State is a good football team that continues to play really, really hard and is well coached, and San Diego State is decidedly not. I would put San Diego State as maybe one of the 2 or 3 worst teams in the Mountain West. This is going to be a conference game here in the next year or two. These teams aren't these teams are not totally unfamiliar with each other, and I just think that John Mateer and the Washington State offense has been so strong that and the defense has been really, really solid. I just don't know where San Diego State does anything to make this a competitive football game.
Yeah. Hopefully we just get a massive blowout early, no stress here. These are the ones where it's the right pick, and it's just a matter of covering the points.
Yep. It's safe. It's just 13.5. I mean, you need 2 touchdowns. But I don't know. I could easily see this game as like 38-14 at the end of it. So we'll see where we're at.
For sure. Cool. And then to finish off the parlay, Strom is going Navy plus 16.5. They are hosting Notre Dame, and this will be an interesting one. Navy obviously 6-0. They've been the talk of the town in college football this year. Offense has been well, that option, and what's his name? Blake Horwath. He's been playing well. However, the kind of obviously Navy's, you would say they haven't played anyone. Memphis has been the toughest team, which is not a good team anyway. So Notre Dame, on the other hand, back to rank 12 now. They've had an up and down season. They're coming off a couple pretty good wins. I don't know. I don't have a huge lean on this. Navy's been playing well, and people are just riding it.
Yeah, I think Navy's playing really well. One quick correction on you there. Navy is technically the home team, but it's a neutral site game. They're playing at MetLife in New York. So yeah, it's going to be big. There's going to be a ton of people there. Navy is obviously having one of the best seasons they've had in 5 years. Like they're a really, really good football team. I just worry about how they're going to play in the trenches. They haven't faced somebody with the offensive and defensive line talent that Notre Dame's got, and I think that's where this becomes interesting. But that's why you took 16.5 points and didn't take them straight up. So I think Navy's going to make it ugly. I think I could see this being a low-scoring football game that Navy keeps competitive, and I do think Notre Dame will end up winning, but 16.5 is a lot of points.
Yeah, no, it's a ton of points, and all you really need from out of Navy is if they get like a couple turnovers and just anything weird happen that causes Notre Dame's offense to slow, and for them to protect the football, obviously, and that could be a
Yeah.
huge part of just covering 16.5. It's a huge number.
Yeah.
But yeah, good
With you.
insights. Cool. So to recap today's parlay, we have Cincinnati plus 7.5 for myself at minus 140. Andy has Washington State minus 13.5 at minus 137. Nick has Navy plus 16.5 at minus 145. Altogether, a plus 401 for the parlay. And then we got Dave's Dogs taking West Virginia plus 170. Lots of football today. I'm very excited. A couple late games here too. It's kind of funny. We have an 11 a.m. for Navy, so if that covers, we don't have games till like 9:15 and 9:30. So it's pretty fun.
Yeah, by the time those
Very
games are starting, I'm going to be getting home from the Dodger game.
Oh, he's going to the game tonight. Let's go.
Yeah, it's going to be it's expensive, but when
You gotta
Dave's
do it.
Dogs is having the year it's having, you can make some decisions like this.
Yep, absolutely. Dave's Dog is having quite the year here, up 5.2 units for the boys. So
Yeah,
All right.
we're going to add to it. Let's do it. Have a
I like
good
it.
week.
Yep, let's get it.